God bless you.
Oh.
Thank you.
You guys.
Blessed man.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You guys doing okay?
Yeah. Day by day.
Day by
One day
day.
at a time.
You guys have a place to stay and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good.
For how long? I don't know. Yeah.
That's the question, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has the same thing. What about work?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Taking it day by day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so great that they're flying all the way from Oahu, here and helping just an island.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How did you guys hear about what they're doing?
Instagram, IG. Yeah.
So on Instagram, just people are reaching out. They're like, "Hey, we have stuff. Sign up. We're going to get you a entire box full of."
Yeah. Well, I just thought it was just backpacks, and they came with everything.
Yeah, this is actually our second time here. So the first time we came was in the first week. We felt like we just had to get here right away. Of course, over here was all closed. We couldn't come down here, so we actually drove to all the families' homes that were hosting families from Lahaina that had lost their homes, and we went there. We blessed them with a whole bunch of food and toilet paper because it's no longer a single family home. Some of these people were even holding 2 or 3 families. So this is our second time because I know it's not gonna just take one time. We just gotta keep doing it, you know. So this is our second time. We just decided to hop on a plane. We just got a bunch of hands to help and went to Costco. We loaded individual bins, black and yellow bins, and we just filled it up with whatever we thought they may need at the time. They actually thought they were only meeting us for free backpacks from our company, but little did they know they got a bin as well.
And so Get Nuts is the brand, and so you guys are doing a little bit more than clothing though. You're providing food, you're providing
we do a lot of giving back to the community. My husband always has had a soft heart for youth sports, so that's where it kind of started. And then when we heard about this happening to Lahaina and just people in Maui in general, we just had this calling to come here. We just posted on social media saying that we're coming, and a lot of our followers, they just started donating any kind of money so we could supplement the people who need it.
Can you describe to me the situations you guys are kind of coming across now? It's been a month, so I feel that it's actually worse today than it was a month ago.
I definitely feel a different energy here this time around than the first time. The first was really all just still in shock, and everybody don't know how they feel. They just know that they don't have a home to go to, and they didn't know anything. Nobody really knew anything. So we just came here to be more of an emotional support and give them, you know, something that they may need, you know, whether it be we passed out rotisserie chickens, toilet paper again, and like all different kinds of stuff. But this time around it's more, it's a lot more mixed. There's a lot of anger, there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of people trying to move forward with their life but don't know where they're going. Now we're meeting a lot of people who are up in the hotels versus staying at people's homes and just trying to get, you know, more resources, and they're trying to figure out where they gotta go. A lot of people still want to go back home to just see their property, but I guess they have to fill out, I just learned this today, they have to fill out some kind of form to get on a list and then get escorted back to their property. So I think a lot of people are more angry now.
We work hard, yeah, for our stuff, our belongings. And for somebody else come down and start touching our shit when they're not supposed to be touching it, Now everybody worried if they're gonna go home, if still gonna get something. There's nothing yet. They said there's nothing, but you know, all our precious stuff that we work for, and other people coming from not even from over here, they're going through all our shit and they're ripping us off. Some of them lucky they get them back, you know, like MPD is returning their precious metals to people if they go in their house and find them. They're not supposed to be touching that. They're only supposed to be cleaning up the bodies and stuff. They're not supposed to be doing that.
Do you believe it's closed off still because of toxicity, or do you think there's other reasons?
Hazardous material, yeah, I get it. But you see them, when the president came, he wasn't wearing one mask. At all the barricades, the National Guard not wearing masks, but they say the air quality is no good and all this stuff. Lies.
And they put up a black fence, like that's gonna...
Yeah,
Oh, right,
yeah,
right.
trying
Like
to...
that's gonna cover
yeah,
the toxic part.
yeah. So, I don't know, just make better decisions.
So the reason given for the black fence is that it protects against toxic dust, but this is how seriously they take this fence. So seriously, they've been a big rush to put it back up from that burned section there. One of the biggest controversies of this entire fire is the fact that the advanced warning system that Maui has, 80 of these green siren towers, all stayed silent during the Lahaina fire.
I live right below the fire, where the fire started, so I smelled the smoke, went up the hill to check the fire. Firemen, they looked like they had it. So we went check on another uncle. By that time, we turned around and the first house was up in flames already.
There was no evacuation notice. I had 2 police officers drive by my house while I'm standing in my driveway looking at the smoke crossing Front Street, and they said nothing. They didn't roll down their windows, they didn't get on their hailers, they did nothing but drive by. So it gave you a false sense of security.
At about, I don't even remember, 12:30 or 1 o'clock or so, I got a string of text messages from my work group chat that one of my managers checking in on another crew to see if they're okay because their house was right in the path of the fire, and I didn't even know there was a fire at that point. And that's when I opened up my back door and saw the smoke that I pretty much right before the picture I sent to you.
You didn't realize that there had been this fire burning for hours now, going through the town.
Well, at 9:30 in the morning, they had said the first fire was 100% contained. And I didn't know there was even the second fire until my friend had texted me and said, is there another fire? It's completely black in our neighborhood, and she lives right in Lahaina. And I said, no, not that I know of. And she goes, we have to evacuate. And that was probably around 5 p.m. So
we were just at home. The kids didn't have school that day because the wind was so bad, so they canceled school. I was just at home with them, and there was a fire that morning, and then the mayor said it was contained, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a nap because I'm so tired because the wind kept me up all night. So I took a nap, and about 3:30 I woke up, and thank God I did because I could have slept through the whole thing. And I walked outside and smelled smoke, and then it just happened so quick. I just grabbed my kids. I didn't take anything. I left the house in a tank top and jean shorts.
Oh God, that's catching fast. All right, everybody, let's go. It's go time.
Up or down? I think up. I think up.
I don't know.
Because even if you don't take the road, you can go on the dirt. What do you think?
I don't know. I can't. Up or down?
Everyone's going down.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna let you go up.
starting to get a little stressed. Jesus
That's
Christ.
my friend Gil's house, right on the freaking corner. We're fine. We just have to
Be
get out
alright.
of this traffic. Oh no. Don't say oh no.
Gonna be fine.
Now we're out of
Here
it.
we can see now. I can't
Okay.
believe that. It was
Holy.
like black. That was crazy. Wow. We're good now.
Yep, we're good. We're out.
Damn.
That was intense.
That was a little scary for me.
Oh shit, the road's closed.
Fucking scary.
We tried to go up north to just get away from the smoke, and then the police turned us around back towards the fire. So then we drove right past the fire with like embers falling on the car. But then we were able to get out and go to Laniapoco, where we just watched the whole town burn.
Did they bring anything in there, or was it
MPD,
shut down?
National Guard, FEMA. Nobody came in because we were in the zone. We were right above it. Nobody came in, asked if anybody needed help. There was no supplies being brought in. And if you leave, you cannot come back in. So it was tough just to see this government that, like, I don't know. Like, I don't like pay taxes already.
Where is it going?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They were all standing by, doing nothing, waiting for orders.
Every day is just a different story. Where I live on Kanakea Loop, yesterday mayor's office let me drive in and out, said yes, Ellie, residents can with ID. I drove out today, new crew at the blockade, and they're like, you know, you can't get back. I go, wait, and so they're like, well, EOC didn't tell us that, so right now you cannot, you gotta walk everything in. People are frustrated because they're not getting the information, right? There are placards. There's no placards. You're supposed to be able to stay in the hotels. You need a voucher. Where's the voucher? Who's giving the, I mean, all these things are swirling, and now you got conspiracy theories out there. Just show what's really going down. Because what I see and been experiencing for 7 days now is not what I've been told is being said on the news or on the radio. So, yeah, I mean, there's all these big TV stations want to get in here. What is anybody afraid of by not letting them in? What are they afraid of? To show the truth? That's what the people need, is the truth and the reality of what's going on. Not the niceties that we got it under control. It is not.
So I've seen 3 police officers stationed along the side of Lahaina Bypass. Their only job is to make sure no one stops and parks overlooking Lahaina here alongside the highway. Have you been able to even go back since at all?
No, I never go home yet. It's been a month.
My blood boils when I hear that.
Yeah.
How are you guys handling that? Because I know you're not getting closure at any stretch.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried about it. I mean, there's nothing left. That's what I was told. Everything's down to the ground.
It's just closure that we need, you
Yeah.
know, and actually see it and go, you know, walk through the property.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe dig, find a memento of something.
Yes,
that's...
something.
But I'm prepared. I've got my boots, I got my hazmat gear, I got a helmet, I got goggles, I got respirators. I have everything. I'm ready to go. As soon as they say go, I'm going. I need closure, and that's the only way I'm gonna get it, is to be able to go through the property, maybe find one thing that didn't melt that ties me to, you know, my previous life, and go from there.
I think that's been on everybody's mind is, when can we go back? When can we see if there's some kind of remnant of anything, heirloom or sentimental value, maybe a melted pan or cast iron or something. And it's been tough.
You just kind of want to see if there's anything, like just a piece of it, just to have. You really do realize, I think, like, that just the little things mean so much. They're not replaceable. Like, everyone's like, oh, you can get a new house and new stuff. I'm like, that's not the stuff I miss. Like, I just miss, I can't get that back, you know?
With the lack of any real communication or even action by officials with the state and the county of Maui, conspiracy theories have rushed in to fill the void. Theories like how the fire started, what caused it, who's missing, who's not. Talking with so many people here whose lives were upended by this fire, they say, quite frankly, they don't believe any of these officials who run this island are smart or competent enough to come up with the evil plans that these conspiracies suggest. Does it help at all, or does it hurt having these conspiracy theories?
It hurts, because then you get people that go with their theory and then block everything else off, and they're not really dealing with reality, and so then they get angry, and then that perpetuates what I was talking about. We got to work together. We got to not read into the conspiracy theories right now. We need to take care of each other. It'll all come out once they start putting people in court and making them testify under oath. It'll all come out eventually. It's going to take a while. You have to believe in some of the process. Otherwise, it's going to be anarchy.
I've seen some postings online and videos, and I think it's silly. I don't believe it. I think it was just a natural disaster that was unavoidable with the situation that it was, and it wasn't really anybody's fault. I know a lot of people are going out, they want to blame something to maybe get closure, but what's that gonna do? That's not gonna change anything. People are out for vengeance. It's almost like a witch hunt right now, it feels like, and I don't really appreciate that. I think there's more important things people need to be focusing on.
We're trying to figure it out. Why they doing that? Why they lying to everybody? Just tell us the truth so we can, you know, have closure at least.
You saw the fire.
Yeah.
I don't know if or anything the firefighters could have done, but was it the decisions afterwards that has hurt?
The firefighters did the best they could. And what happened so fast, I don't think if you even had all the fire trucks over here on the island, they still wouldn't have been able to stop them. It was so fast. The flames were sideways. It wasn't up. It was sideways. And the wind was, I don't know why we were so windy. The other side never had wind. It was like 80 miles an hour.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of a disaster waiting to happen. All this fuel, dry, crispy, ready to burn. A spark on the wrong day, and Maui could easily have another fire like what happened in Lahaina. It's a disclosure of risk form that is waiting for me here in my Airbnb, and essentially it's from the Department of Health here in Hawaii, and it says you should avoid all outdoor activities here. It's basically saying as well, there's currently a substantial risk for anyone staying in West Maui like I am right now. Now, I'm in Kanapali, which is a few miles north of Lahaina, not impacted directly by the wildfire, but as you see in the letter, the health department is concerned about what that fire left behind. Now, my risk tolerance is different than most people's. If you watch my videos, you can see that. So it's a decision you're gonna have to make for yourself about, is it worth it?
Thank you very much, Uncle.
Thank you so much, Uncle. I appreciate it.
When they come to us, they said they hug us and they say thank you. You know, you just give people like us hope. You know, that there's still decent humans out there. So
Sometimes that's more than the water or the food you're giving them with the clothes.
Yeah. Sometimes all they need sometimes is just a hug, and just to say that, you know, they are heard. That's how I felt the last time around, and I still feel like people need that this time around.